All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Socially Unacceptable But Sober podcast. My name is Dino. I am an alcoholic.
Hey, I'm Jonathan. I am an alcoholic as well.
I'm Matt. I'm just an alcoholic.
Just a regular one?
You're not as well?
Nah, not as well. Just
What's going on?
Just nourishing my body. Sorry, I shouldn't have taken that.
You're really mixing it up over there, huh?
Yeah.
Pasta and Kit Kats.
She looked at me. She goes, "You just threw that Kit Kat in there?" Yeah, man, that's it for later. I only got one in hand. What am I do here?
So, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that cool stuff. Merchandise. If you need help, let us know. We got guys, sobriety dates, all that stuff. Merchandise. Don't forget the merch. Oh, none of us are wearing it. Okay.
I got the as always, trusty.
The tumbler.
Yeah, the
tumbler.
That's a nice cup, though.
It is a really nice cup.
While we're doing that, John is actually putting on the screen where you can do all that stuff. So this way we don't have to get into it and have him go on and on and on about TikTok this, TikTok that, YouTube that.
Do you remember that? Oh no, you weren't there. It was Matt goes, yo, I'm just fucking dying over here. I need some water.
Oh, he wasn't there. We were in the back of the room.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I got water. I got water right here. Here, have some. I come back.
He went fucking Galvan. He fucked up.
It was a brain. I fucking go back and
fucking sip.
What the fuck, bro?
Bro, have you not met us?
I told him I needed it. I needed it bad. I was thirsty. 40
That's just
fucking
like
ounces.
saying, let me use your stem real quick.
Yeah. I won't push it. I promise.
I'll be right back. So yeah, comments.
Zero.
Our man Matt
Yeah.
is gonna
We didn't get shit for comments.
zero in on
Fucking
that.
hurting, bro.
Just to, we're losing all the steam.
What's going on? What do we need to do for you guys?
We must be doing something seriously wrong because
got
things
something.
have begun to seem like we're going on a downward slope here.
We got something new for you guys tonight.
But we got our boy Roy, who obviously thinks he's a fucking comedian.
He does make me laugh.
He says, "Is this episode 22 the remix?" Laugh my ass off.
Uh-huh.
And then he says, "But seriously, always a great topic. The question for me is how much time do I spend with God on any given daily reprieve? More God, less Roy. The work will always continue. When it stops, the spiritual erosion starts." And that that reminded me of our little buddy Carmen. Remember in a meeting one time he said, and it really hit me, I have attempted to do this work godless many times, thinking that I could rely on myself once again. And, you know, if for anyone that's new, in the middle, old, it doesn't matter where you're at in this thing, you know, if we're not reliant, then we're defiant.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Dude.
But, you know, and so, you know, whenever he said that, I was like, man,
It's so true.
that was true, bro. And I'd never even, and then that's one of those things that it's so subtle, you don't realize it's happening. You know, so that's why it's very important to stay connected.
Yeah.
You know, I think that we always end up talking about fellowship a lot.
Dude. And shout out Carmen, man. He jumped in again. Like, he started showing up at the men's spot. Fucking making a hell of a cup of coffee. He was running all over at the pig roast.
Yeah,
Yeah, hustling.
What does that tell you?
Yeah, he wants it.
He's doing the work.
put in the work, you get the results.
That's it. Period. It's not hard, man.
And, you know, the
if it was
funny thing-
rocket science, we'd be doomed.
We'd be dead. But it's like we talked about before the meeting started with people that they don't want to do the work. And then they're like, I can't imagine why no one is believing me, or no one's working with me, or this isn't working out for me. I mean,
Why am I so mad all the time?
well, that's just as people piss me off.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you.
It was
President.
a joke.
I
It
laughed.
was a joke. But Jonathan even caught that.
Yeah, I caught it. I caught it. Didn't go over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
Your hair is too tall. So anyway, you know, as always, you know, we were talking about the decline of the show, and Roy, you were definitely the first name we mentioned. Is Roy and Chuck definitely mentioned the first two names of people that stay loyal to us and are always on point with us and paying attention to what we do. But we are, you know, we had a meeting amongst ourselves tonight. and we are at a standstill. We're at a brick wall here because we don't, like even to get off on Roy's joke.
Yeah.
I think that I've always said all these topics can absolutely run into one another, and that tends to happen. So
It's inevitable.
Not to take any validity away from any one show, but there are going to be times where, that sounds familiar. Well, if you're going to meetings, you're going to hear. It's like anytime I bring a meeting into a facility, the thing I say to these guys all the time is, you're going to hear a lot of the same shit. You know why? Because it works.
Because it works. Yeah. Repetition, regimentation.
That's it. And so, that's... but we're not getting any comments. We're not getting any feedback. I kind of feel like a crackhead every week saying, oh, man, where's my comments?
Yo, let me get a comment.
Yo, let me get one.
Let me hold a comment.
Hold two. Because if I can get one, I might as well get two.
Yeah.
But, I'm very fortunate. Like, a lot of people text me privately, and I love that, and I really do appreciate it. But we would love to hear it on this thing. And, you never know what your comment is going to do for somebody else. Just as we speak, we don't know who's going to hear it. Your comment has just as much ability to have a connection to somebody else.
Yeah.
I think, I'm sorry, I know I cut you off there. We'll talk to me about it.
All right, I will.
A lot of times when people are new, they don't think that they have anything to offer.
Right.
Well, you don't know if you don't offer it. One thing is for sure, no one will definitely hear it if you don't say anything.
Yeah, if you just keep your mouth shut.
That's guaranteed. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, I think that we were always very upfront when we started this thing, man. We're just three bozos on the bus.
Yep.
Choo-choo, baby.
Jonathan came up with an idea that we hoped that we could carry this message. We got ridicule, we got praise, we got all that upon starting this thing. I think that we've shown that we are going to be consistent in our attempt to carry a positive message, along with some humor, along with a lot of shit talking. But no one does anything with the hopes of not having a response
Succeeding,
to it.
yeah.
So
But you said, that like making that comment, dude, that's how the discussion gets started, right? Because we're not the end all be all by any means. We're just sharing.
Thank God for that.
We might be, and that person that makes a comment might be the only experience in a journey of recovery that some other person might see, flipping through his phone, doing whatever, and so it's important, and it's also, it's valid, whatever you got. We started that conversation with California Sober, that episode, right? I got, we don't read the TikTok comments, which we might have to go into now,
because we ain't getting done here.
Yeah. But there was a good debate back and forth over, like, one guy was talking about his symptoms of PTSD and how that was really the only thing that worked for him. And I think there was a lot of value in those comments, in terms of your experience with it. Because we said it that episode, and sure, it gets taken out of context, right, when we're talking about it, and it's a short or it's a clip or whatever they limit us to. But again, we don't know everything, and this is, trying to engage that community, whether it's recovery based, whether it's, you're curious about it. Dude, I was watching something the other day. It's cool to be fucking sober now. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I've heard.
Where the hell did I hear that from?
Bro,
Might have been on Lori's page.
Isn't it? Lori's active, man.
You're not even going to believe where we heard that tonight. On that one short I brought up.
What were you watching?
Oh, with that chick?
Yeah.
That's what she said?
That's what she said.
Well, Lori's involved with a lot of people out of New York, and she's very involved.
There's something coming up with her.
One of the things that they, I don't know if it's an organization or just their movement, but she actually spoke about it on her show, her episode, was, recover out loud.
Yeah.
And man, I love that saying.
It's like 4 hours. It's like a 4 hour long thing.
Well, the thing that she got coming up?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be
really?
there repping the facility I work. She asked if we wanted to get involved. I was like, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, I want to get involved.
That's it right there. Go back. That
This
purple, no, down, that one.
Oh, yeah. Recover Out Loud to break the stigma associated with mental health and addiction. Speakers from California, Maryland, New York, and Connecticut. October 12th, Saturday, October 12th, meet and greet, 5:30. Speakers start at 6:30. That's awesome. And that is at 43 New Horizons Living Center at 43 Prospect Street in Bristol, Connecticut.
Shout out to Lori and her organization.
Dude, live music going to be going on there. A lot of speakers, a lot of resources, free Narcan demos, too.
I think Lori is doing that, actually, the Narcan demonstration.
Is she?
I hope I'm not wrong in that. I believe that I am.
I think you are wrong.
Right. No, I think I'm right.
No, I think you're wrong.
Well, fuck you.
No, do you want to know why I think you're wrong? Because she asked me if I was certified in it.
I thought she said she was doing that. She messaged me directly about this thing.
Maybe she got certified overnight, man. I
You
don't
have to
know.
be certified to shoot Narcan into something?
No, to train other people. You know what I mean?
To be a trainer.
Because you could go there. I used to go to rehab, man, and this is before the spray came
I just
out.
watched fucking Pulp Fiction.
I know.
And norepinephrine to the heart have been redeemed. But yeah, you gotta have some certification to tell other people how to do it. But it is, man. It's cool. You know, there's other shit, dude. And I wish, God, well, I don't wish this was around my age because I needed my story to get me to where I am today.
That's right.
But there are sober,
Dicks included.
all those cocks, plethora of cocks. There's dry bars that are opening up now around college towns. You go there, hang out. They don't serve any booze. Fucking arcades, social, coffee some
shop.
donuts and shit. Yeah. Late night coffee shops. You know what I mean?
Man, I've been saying those things. Huh?
Let's watch out for the roofies.
Yeah. And an espresso. Can I get an espresso with a roofie chaser, preferably? A lot of those need to open up everywhere.
Yeah.
The thing is, they never do well because everybody's too busy getting fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
I
it's
think
bred
those
into
things
it, you know?
Yeah.
It's bred into, like, you go away to school, you're fucking, where you going to meet girls, where you going to meet guys, where you going to, you know, you go
I
to a
remember
bar.
going to Southern Connecticut. I used to go there all the time. But somebody mentioned going to a coffee house
Yeah.
because some dude was playing his guitar. I'm like, they don't got nothing there, like no booze, no nothing at all.
I'm not going. Yeah. So if you're listening and if you're of that mindset, you might have a touch of the disease of which we suffer.
Where they don't have alcohol.
Just a little touch of it.
I want to go where I don't have an alcoholic problem at a bar.
Yeah.
No problem.
None.
Yeah.
Is that the only comment?
That's it, baby.
That's it. We got shit.
My
We
boy,
got shit.
Roy, thank you so much.
We love you, Roy.
The only reason well, Chuck couldn't comment because Chuck was
In the hospital.
up here and in the hospital. So shout out to Chuck.
Yeah, shout out, Chuck.
Hope
Man.
that
Chuck.
face is all right.
Nah, that face.
Well,
That'll never be all
the
right.
internals. not
Oh, the internal
externals.
stuff. Yeah. Heal fast, buddy. Heal fast. No, he was awesome, man. It was good to meet him. Man.
Good to meet him. Awesome
Really good guy to
him.
meet him.
Oh, wait. Sorry to interrupt you.
man.
Manny.
You got to get control of this, Manny. When is that episode airing? Because Chuck was our guest.
I just gave it a fucking date before we started.
You did?
The 16th.
I don't think you did.
I did.
The 16th.
The 16th of September. Do you remember?
Uh-oh.
It was the 16th of September.
All right.
Oh, no, there's no way it's a 16th.
17th.
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait, no. It was 17th, because right.
17th. I'm just going by Dino's ferocious handwriting. All right, so I came across this shit.
Definitely not going to be my one time or Dino's topic that night.
I got a...
Night off.
It's all set. Yeah, I had the night off.
Bro, you guys were making that unbeknownst to me, all right? You were going crazy.
Huh?
There's all sorts of problems there.
Want to know why? Well, it doesn't matter because they don't need to know why.
Well,
But
then he's not spelling your name is spelled
Fuck
a
that
couple
up.
different ways.
Yeah, I had to correct it.
out with my finger.
Yeah. Why? No, I want to know why. Why was I not involved?
He
You
did
were
that last
your
week.
one time was the week before, but I didn't remember that Chuck's is coming later.
Yeah.
I didn't remember, so I was like, "Oh, John just had this last week, so why is he on again?"
Yeah.
So that's why I hurried up and changed it. And
Heard
I
that.
thought,
Technically, it should have been Dino with Chuck,
and then I thought
and then me
having
and you.
these two on the one time, they would have corroborated with one they did together, which kind of matched.
Mine kind of brought him in on it.
But anyway, at any rate, so anyway, guys, don't forget what Matt said. If you like what we say, if you don't like what we say, comment on it. If you have some suggestions for us to make the show a little bit more appealing, a little bit more something, let us know. We are open-minded enough to listen to those
I'm
comments.
quite sure we're doing a lot of things wrong.
Please tell us.
So just tell us, man.
Yeah, just tell us.
I'm sure you commented on sillier shit than this show. So
Hey,
So, Ed, I wanted before you get into your topic, I want to share this video with you guys that I was scrolling through the other day on the old Ticketer Talk, and I came. It's about 1:30, but this is the guy. Who did you say he is?
it
you don't
doesn't
even
really
gotta give him a
matter.
shout out. You just gotta
I don't even give him a shout out. That was an aggressive. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right, let me see.
Let's hear this guy. What has he got to say?
What's this guy doing? Why can't I play this now? Just don't let me. There it is. Disappears.
I'm gonna keep going to meetings. I've already built a life. It's silly to me.
Yeah,
See
silly.
these people. I'm like, dude, when I first got home, and I'm saying, what? This guy's 35 years. What are you doing here, bro? What are you doing? Go live your life. Yeah. This shit is to save your life, not become it. I understand you want to help people. There's nothing wrong with that. But you being here never helped me. I said, am I going to be one of these guys? That's not inspirational. Yeah. It's like you got to treat this crazy thing. Or sometimes I think people want to take credit for it being worse. Like, look what I did. Yeah, man. Yeah. No, it's not. It doesn't have to be that hard because it's not. I'm not saying it won't kill you.
Yeah.
It will, but it doesn't have to be that hard. There has to be a different approach.
Yeah.
So many people are still dying. Maybe we could change it. But when I hear people say, oh, I just mean it, I'll relapse. What? You got 18 years.
Yeah.
What kind of program are you working that if you think after all this time and 2 children later and a husband later, all that, you think that's going to happen, missing one meaning?
Yeah.
How did you become so brainwashed at that? And the slogan is keep it simple, but that complicates things.
What are you thinking
There's
about this
nothing
so
simple
far?
about that.
Positive.
Even Robert Downey-
Yeah, that's it.
I agree with him.
Oh yeah.
I agree with some of them.
Yeah, I agree with some of it.
No. I can't.
I'm hard of hearing, so I didn't hear the very beginning about it.
Well, use your ears.
Yeah. Left, right. You got the left, right.
Wait a minute. But what he was saying about if I miss a meeting, I'm gonna relapse.
I agree with that 100%.
I've heard that so many times.
Yeah.
Or they talk about the Bermuda Triangle. That fucking
Oh, the
kills me.
Bermuda Triangle. Oh my God, dude. Do you know what the Bermuda Triangle is?
No.
It's
No.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New
Oh,
Year's.
the time. Yeah,
the
yeah.
triangle, right? Like this is the time to really up your recovery game and really be careful.
Because the rest of the year is easy.
But
Yeah.
the rest of the
It's
year,
like
you don't
those
have to
3
worry
days
about
you
it that fast. Well, let me tell you something about what I have here. What I have does not care what day it is.
Says
It
the
doesn't-
sun's out. Guess what?
If the sun's down, guess what? If it's 6:05, guess what? If it's snowing, guess what? If it's sunny, it does not matter.
Right.
And the crazy part about it is, if I really think about it, I didn't even really get high on those days because I already fucked up the night before. All my money's gone.
Yeah.
I got the day. You know what I mean?
I got to spend the day with my family now if they will let me come
If
around.
they'll let me come down, I just robbed them. You
But
know what I mean?
the thing that
What was he saying in the beginning, though? I didn't hear him in the beginning.
play it over.
Yeah, I'll put this
Put it
down.
up a little louder.
I can't fucking. I don't think I could get this up any louder than this.
Why do I got to keep going to meetings? I've already built a life. It's silly to me.
Yeah.
Pause.
I see this.
Yeah, it's silly to me.
It's
silly.
that he would continue to go to meetings. Now, I've had this conversation with many people.
Me too.
And this is where I violently disagree with
Violent.
Me too.
I do too.
because, let's just say, I don't know the man. I'm not judging the man.
Me neither.
But I don't agree with what the man says.
Me neither.
And I don't know if... Okay, I am taught once I get sober, once I get clean, it's my job
Your responsibility.
to be there for the next
Yeah, dude,
guy.
what the
So
fuck?
if I get this gift and then I fucking disappear, I defeated the purpose of being allowed the gift.
And what if everybody did that?
Yeah.
And there'd be nothing. And there'd be fucking mamons like this want to tell the whole world how they got shit figured out.
Yeah, get your life and then just run out there and
Right.
be selfish as
I mean,
fuck
that
and
fucking
do your
guy,
own thing.
He kills me right there with that bullshit.
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
Did you hear it this time?
I
Yeah.
totally heard
And
it.
that's
I also heard him say 18 years.
Yeah, ironic,
must
right?
have
I laughed
got
at
on the
that.
core right there.
That got under my skin a little bit.
yeah.
But no, I mean, do I go to these things for me? Sure. But my intent, my thinking is I need to be there for somebody. Somebody's going to be there that's going to need to hear something I say. I'm going to need to hear something somebody else has to say.
Right.
and it's only an hour.
Right.
Hour and a half.
What's that mean? You're giving your life away. What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Your life revolves around
Guess
it.
what? Well, you only got a life because you got into
Because
this
of
thing.
that.
So what are you saying right there?
Where did I get my life? Where did I get this
Yeah.
beautiful
I'm gonna
life that I
stop
got
going there,
from
though.
just stopping?
Dude, and then
Done that 1,000 times.
he talked about the fucking.
Is it done?
There's a little bit more. He talks about Robert Downey Jr. Something about his
Robert Downey.
about how he doesn't talk about it. Well, there's a reason he doesn't talk about it. You're not supposed to talk about it, right?
Right.
But the thing he says towards the end was like, these guys are fucking brainwashed. I've heard it a million times. I'll say it myself. Dude, I needed to scrub the fuck out of my frontal lobe.
My brain needed a lot of
I had to
washing.
get the fucking crack out of there. I had to learn how to be a fucking human being.
Yeah.
Dude, because when I was going out there, man, I was a scumbag. So if I stopped drinking and doing drugs and just went back out there, I'd still be this major fucking scumbag.
Dude, I couldn't function.
You know what I tell people say to me all the time?
Yeah.
Why you still go to them meetings? I say, well, A, because that's where I belong.
Yeah.
B, because that's the life that I've made, and that's where all my friends are.
Oh my God, I got to shout out this girl's going to remain anonymous, but she's been asking me from day one to give her a shout out on here, and I'm going to keep her anonymous. But I heard this from her the other day. She's like, I'm fucking jealous. I was like, why? She's like, because you have, and this is a good point of discussion. I want to hear what you guys think about it. But she's like, you got a reason. There's a reason to your problems. Like there was a reason why all this shit happened in your life. And I tried to explain to her. I said, well,
Where's the fucking fan at? In
it's
the hallway?
blowing.
No, it's right.
I was an asshole,
That
and I
fucking
said
thing
this.
ain't working.
I said this last week. I was an asshole from day one.
Nice.
I lost it, guys.
Start over.
Nice.
You got the girl.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
So
So
jealous.
because there's a reason of why we're sick, right? And I tried to explain that for me, it didn't start with the drugs or the alcohol. Like I had my first drink at 8. I had low self-esteem. I was an anxious little kid. I was a maniac from day one. I was just all over the place. The drug and the alcohol became the solution and probably exacerbated a lot of those problems. But what she was saying, the jealousy part is that like, I have a place where I can go every Wednesday night with, what did we have, 75 dudes there the other night, 80 dudes just hanging out, talking about their feelings, just expressing some things that happened through the week, sharing some golden news with us, some pearls of wisdom and some positivity quotes, right? Like I go there for an hour and a half of straight fucking awesomeness because I hear some of the things that I need to hear that I don't want to do, and then I hear some things that I haven't been through, but I feel like confident, like the shit that you've gone through or the shit that you've gone through, like, all right, these guys got through it, I'm going to lean on them when I have to go through that. And for a lot of people out there, man, they don't have that. Like the rest of the world does not have this support system of people that are, there to lift you up, they're.
But do you think that's by choice?
What do you mean? What's
Because
my choice?
It doesn't matter what your issue is: drugs, alcohol, mental illness, cutting.
What's that? Mental illness?
That
was nice.
Mental illness, cutting, whatever it is. At this stage in this world, there's help out there for everybody.
There's a place for everybody.
There are, right? But you got to get insurance and you got to fucking go through it.
No.
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 I'll tell you this.
There's a fucking 12-step group for everybody out there these days.
There is. But you know what? They ain't 7 happening consistently in a day in person the same day in your local city. Like you could go anywhere in America.
Oh, probably not.
You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing, though.
It's a lot harder.
But here's the thing. And I guess it kind of goes right back to the thing I said about if I don't say something, no one will definitely hear it.
Yeah.
If I don't pursue it,
Yeah.
I definitely won't find it.
Yeah.
Now, let's say I find 2 a week, but guess what I find? I find the 20 or the 10 people that are in there. Now I got 10 numbers. Mm-hmm. So it always boils down to, and this goes across the board, mental illness, drugs, alcohol, self-harm, whatever the case may be, if you put in the work
Yeah.
then the opportunity for the results is there.
And you gotta want it. You gotta really,
gotta
really,
want it.
really
Well,
want this.
so that so
or
this
do
is,
it.
This is where I can see this conversation going. So what if I want to hear some of your resume of the work that you've done, because there's people out there that have been like, yo, I've been to a couple treatment facilities. I've tried all these medications. I've done the therapy and shit. How many rehabs did you go to?
I can't tell you.
I can't either.
Give me a guesstimate. 20s, 30s,
No.
40s,
I would say high teens.
high teens.
I would
probably
say
got
probably
a-
13,
I
14.
probably got a dime.
Dime of treatments. I got 3 at least residentials under my belt, and probably about 7 or 6 stints at like an outpatient. Like, I don't need to go sleep away. I need to
Oh, I'm
be
not
able to
even
smoke crack.
counting that.
Not even counting.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just where I lived in the place.
I think that's important for people here, right? Because this is just, you just didn't go to your first treatment and you're like, I'm fucking healed. Hallelujah. I'm good.
You wanna know what's funny though? I heard the same thing at my last treatment that I did at my first treatment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But what's that mean?
I was ready.
You were ready. Yeah, you were ready.
So to
See that, Roy? See how we did that, Roy? Tied that right
Tied
back
back
in
in.
like a nice little bow.
what's that, episode 1?
Well, I'm gonna
Episode
1, 2,
one.
3,
Two.
4,
Two.
5, 6, 7, up to
3,
26.
willingness.
But go ahead.
Roy.
Go ahead. Where are you going
Thank
with
you,
that?
Roy.
So, where am I going with that? I think it's a value. You know, I wear this as a badge of honor. Back to that video that we watched. I wear this as a badge of honor, man, because like we've said before,
Sobriety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these people, my story is my story. Like we were saying before, I wish that this stuff. No, I don't, because dude, this was my story. I needed this to get where I am today.
Here's
yours.
the thing. My impression of that guy is that he don't have 1 ounce of gratitude for what he was allowed to receive.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. And now, like, I would say, how dare you? You want to talk shit about the thing that saved your life.
Yeah.
I can't even, and I'm pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
I can't
agree.
wrap my brain. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't even wrap my brain around that philosophy. So, it's like you said before you ever played it. There's good. You know what? There's good and bad to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Every time somebody opens their mouth, there's going to be someone that says, "Well, that was pretty good." There's going to be someone that says that sucked.
Yeah. That was terrible.
So I guess the one thing that I would commend the guy for, he don't have no fear. He's running his fucking mouth.
Yeah.
But I would love to debate him head up.
And you know what else he doesn't have? Humility. There ain't no humbleness
I
to
heard,
that person.
I heard a lot of things he doesn't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your
power?
Yeah.
He didn't give no shout outs.
No
to
shout outs.
the
No,
reason why
he
he's
did
still
it
alive.
all.
He did it
Yeah,
all.
he's a higher power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you don't have a pyre,
Whoa.
man,
Yo,
got a
make-
pyre,
I think,
you're
it
all
was, I
set.
think it was that last hit of acid.
We're making words up.
Still residuals.
higher.
If you don't have that belief, because the thing we do is unapologetically spiritual.
100%.
Unapologetically. Whether you like it or not, this is what it is. And without that, I am that.
Yep.
And if I am that,
Why didn't you solve your problem when it started then?
the first time.
Yeah, the first time.
Exactly.
Do it yourself the first
There would
time.
be no such thing
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a relapse.
No,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wouldn't be. I'm golden right now. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Here's the other fact of that matter is I'm golden today. Today. I'm golden. As a right. Start slapping me with it. You want to know what it is? A lack of Reese's peanut butter cups.
Bro, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on.
hell was I
I don't know, but I got an idea.
A
I'm
lack
going
of
to
a
get
direct result of your higher power.
Bro, we gotta get Layla's shot collar upstairs, and I get the fucking. I'm spitting now. I get the button, and every time we get a fuck, we all. I got 3 of them.
Oh my god.
Oh, imagine that.
I bet you we'll get some reviews.
Because the 3
get
of
some
us
comments.
assholes, you wouldn't have to say nothing fucked up. I would just be zapping fucking nonstop.
Dude, that's a great idea. Quiz
my
next episode.
I'm gonna vote nay on that.
No, this is how you do it. We got 1 collar. Every week we draw a straw.
Yeah.
Shortest straw gets the collar.
But you gotta have a
I
test.
I'm about
You
to
gotta,
agree to this.
yeah, you gotta agree to it. We gotta have a win and a lose, right? Because I gotta be like, am I gonna win? Am I gonna lose? You know, like I gotta try hard at this. If you're just gonna zap me off the rip, then
Oh, yeah,
what the
you're
fuck,
getting hit.
man?
Yeah. Have you met me? I'm letting you know that going into it. But anyway,
So you guys are sicker than I thought.
but you know the thing about
You don't have a pacemaker, do you?
No,
You're good, Dad. Don't worry about it.
We're straight. It's on.
that'd be even funner, more fun, wouldn't it be?
Yeah. Unless you got a pyre in your life.
Then you're all set.
Yeah.
No pyre. Can't do it.
No pyre, can't do it.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, some of what he said was on point to a T, and then I really strongly disliked a lot of what he said.
He does have fire in him, for sure.
Yeah, fire for the wrong fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean, saying get in, get what you got to get, and then get out.
Right.
That's what they do with crack.
That's the worst message you can
I
send.
bring that back to, like, if everybody did that, where would you have gotten?
There would be no one there for you.
I mean,
Because
go ahead.
you're getting the baseline at our treatment, right? My recovery came outside of treatment, man. I didn't even went to a detox, man. Then I came out and I met you fucking crazy assholes. And that's where I started to get sober. That's where I started.
You're welcome.
Because I had something to do after I left work. I had somewhere to be after this happened. I started to build a life that didn't revolve around drugs and alcohol, man. Because, I can join a fucking baseball team and I can play chess on the weekends, but there's no spiritual change. You mentioned spirit. This is a unapologetically spiritual program. Even if you're an agnostic and an atheist.
Absolutely.
Does not discriminate,
Right.
It can mean whatever it fucking needs to mean
We were
for you.
just talking about that today. I used to argue with my mom about this spirituality, God thing, and religion, and all this stuff. And I'd be like, "Aha! I got one for you now, Ma." And she'd be like, "But weird, but why, but how?" And I'm like, "Ugh." And then towards the end, I would say stuff like, "I hate God, because if He was really there, and I hate Him." And she goes, "Well, how could you hate something that you don't believe in?" I'm like, I'm never talking to you again about this stuff.
What's
You
the
don't
saying
understand.
about the fucking devil?
If you believe in God, you got to believe in the devil.
Yeah, because that shit's working hard too. And even if not, man, like,
And then they say the devil's best trick was to fool the world to believe that he didn't exist.
pretend he doesn't exist, man.
He's a liar.
You can look at some of this shit like around us. Like I love plants for some reason. I love growing. I think the beauty of plants is amazing. Vegetables and all the stuff, the stuff we can eat and provide sustenance. You try to go in a fucking lab and create that. You can recreate that, but who's going to come up, but what human's going to come up with that idea on their own? Like a fucking thing that provides oxygen to provide the rest of us a place to fucking breathe air. And that's fucking
That
crazy,
eats
man.
what? What those plants eat?
Carbon dioxide, the shit that we exhale. Crazy.
I don't want to
man.
bring it anywhere, but I'll just stop that one there. Yeah. So, the dude, like he was talking about, like he was talking about, if I miss a meeting, I'm gonna relapse. I've heard that so many times, and that is, what kind of program do you have that if because sometimes I have a life as a direct result of this
That's why we
stuff.
came here.
And in the beginning, I would go every single day.
Right.
But if I missed one, I still had other things I was doing. I wasn't just doing these.
If your life revolves around this thing and you're entwined in this thing, I got people coming to my shop every day. I have a constant reminder of this program on the daily
And the gifts
all
of
day.
it. Yeah, and the gifts of it.
So,
Because I am a fucking gift, Matthew.
True story, buddy. True story. But I seen people say that, oh man, I missed 2, 3.
Yeah.
Man, I'm squirrely
Feeling
right
squirrel.
now. When
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
took the word out of
what do
my
you
mouth.
mean, like why?
Yeah.
But what else are you doing? And I always like that saying.
You know who they're definitely not talking to during any of that?
A sponsor? God.
Higher Pyre.
Higher power.
The pyre.
Higher power.
The pyre almighty.
Mindfulness. Right. They're not.
Right.
They're not doing anything but just going there for an hour and a half
with emotions.
and then leaving, and then you're sitting with yourself for the other 22 whatever
and
hours.
What do they say?
When I'm by myself, I'm with a fucking idiot, man.
Yeah.
That's the truth. But today is different because when I am by myself, I'm not with so much of an idiot.
Still an
anymore.
idiot, but
I'm no doubt about it,
Way
dude. I'm
different.
still, way
you're a
different.
fucking idiot with focus.
You know, I used to be the idiot that if I was alone, I'd like wake up for a nap, for example, nap from getting high for 3 days, wake up from a nap and be like, oh, PCR, morning, fucking this shit. What thought? It would go from, and I'm wrapping this stuff up.
VCR mind.
Which went from waking up, as another example, waking up and looking at the VCR going, I shouldn't take this.
Yeah.
And wrapping it up. To now, to these days, I don't look at it anymore.
Because nobody wants a VCR these
so when
days.
I'm alone, I'm pretty okay because I'm doing a bunch of other things besides that hour and a half out of my life, out of my beautiful, amazing life as a direct result of all that stuff.
And there's times that we miss these things because of that said life, man. Like, you know, I go to the men's spot because I love you guys. I love the people in there. I mean, you get the best of the best even when you're at your worst. We get the best of the best in that spot when men are at their worst, and you get to help them, and you get to ride that wave of gratitude from others, man. That's great. But then things come up, man. I got married. I had a baby. You know, I couldn't make it, and it feels weird. Yeah, it's fucking weird as shit,
I'm
man.
gonna throw a question out. You guys, well, I don't know how you would answer it so that we wouldn't know each other's answers. So the question is, once you're sober, what's the most important thing?
Staying sober.
No. Well, obviously, that's kind of a given.
And so I think I need you to elaborate. Once you get sober, you got an answer?
Yeah.
Is there a right answer for this for you, Matthew?
Yeah.
It looks like
there's a couple.
Well, there's a couple, but there's one.
Service.
1 fucking million%. Unlike this fucking guy that says,
Fuck everybody.
Yeah.
But like, listen now, I don't want to fucking shit all over the guy either.
Oh, I do.
I kind of still want to shit on him, but at the same time, man, you know, if you get into the literature, it talks about different kinds of people. It talks about the problem drinker.
Yeah.
That fucked this shit up for a little while.
Yeah.
People said enough shit. He got into enough trouble, and he said, you know what? I better do something about this.
Right.
And then did it.
Yeah.
Which is great, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of
No, you're
person.
the third type.
I don't know how I can't.
And the majority of the people that come to a treatment facility for alcoholism or drug addiction are not those type of people either. Like I urge anybody watching this or new into recovery to look at some of the shit that's going on in some of our biggest cities, man. Like these people are living on the sidewalk, just intense under bridges because their life revolves around fentanyl, drugs, boosting, all that stuff. So you're going to tell me, oh, all that person needs is to like get a job and
Just
like,
stop.
yeah,
Just stop.
and then
Say
just
no.
stop.
Damn, if I could do that.
And obviously, you know, you've been living on the streets for 3 years. You know, you can easily transition back into, well, you know, we'll fucking figure it out. Yeah, get a haircut. We'll shave you up. Join a racket club. Play a little pickleball. You know.
racket.
Yeah. Well, fucking, you're good. No, man. I gotta. When I come in here, my life has to revolve around this for the beginning, right? And then when I start to get my feet underneath me, now it's my job to say like, who needs help? Who needs help? Guess what I got? I got help.
I was watching a little documentary on Kensington, Philadelphia.
Oh, bro.
Kensington Avenue.
Yeah, you seen that?
Oh my God, dude.
Dude, that shit is fucked up.
This kind of goes up with the topic that I was gonna bring up. We might not even get to that. Who knows?
Yeah.
But dude, it was killing. It was hurting my heart, bro. Like just killing.
They're
me.
so sick.
Dude, there was a woman who left her kid, 7-8-year-old little girl, with a stranger. Said, wait here, I gotta run down to this store. Now the daughter believes my mommy just went to the store because there was a guy, his thing is The Rock. He's got a couple of places called The Rock where you can go get help.
Yeah.
And they'll continue to work with you and all that stuff. He was walking around. He was the guy doing a documentary with another guy. And he was like, look, what the hell? He was like, sweetheart, what's going on? She's like, oh, my mommy went to the store. And he was like, what? She was like, oh, yeah, down the street. She went to the store. And the guy was like, yeah, it's fine. I know her. He's like, what's her name? I don't know her name. What's his name? She doesn't know his name. It's a stranger who's strung out. And she left. She comes back. And just watching that scene, dude, I was just like, the powerlessness of this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I remember, and I've never shared this before on here, and I have never shared this with my ex-wife either, but I have taken my kids into neighborhoods that I shouldn't even be in.
You told me this before.
On here?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You told me that.
Yeah. I've shared this before. I just never did it on the air. And 3 o'clock in the morning, just nobody's around. I'm letting anybody in my car if they say they got something.
Yeah.
You're coming
And
in with me.
you know, if you did that to my kids, bro, think about Riley, bro.
Yeah, that not happened, man.
But here I am doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can I just come and get my life all together and then just be out?
And just not do that?
Can I just get out and leave now?
There's a guy.
Oh my God, dude, it was brutal, man.
I believe
place is
he did about 20 some odd years prison, straight bit. His name was Delbert Boone. And he said, because, someone will hear what you just said and they'll be real judgy, right?
I don't blame you.
No, but listen to what I'm about to say. He came up with this little saying. I heard it once in like '02, and my fucked up brain still remembers
It's
it.
a pearl.
Yeah.
Anybody is capable of doing anything
Absolutely.
given the right set of circumstances.
Absolutely.
Everybody, and this kind of goes back to what Jonathan was saying. He was asking a question about new people, and we always think, I'll never do that.
Yeah.
You hear guys like us and the bottoms we created, and you're like, oh man, that ain't me. I'm never gonna do that.
Yeah.
Give it time.
But there's an amazing word. It's only 3 letters and it's humongous. And that word is yet.
Yeah.
So I would ask anybody that's watching, right? If you're on the fence about what's going on in life, look at your own track records and remember where you were when things started.
We got a dog loose down below. There you go.
Remember where you started. Remember, I think all of us can agree that we had a list of things. I will never do that.
Yeah, we talked about that on an episode, the lines.
I asked Roy. He'll tell us which episode.
Roy, which one was that?
Dude, he could be the subs historian, actually.
He probably is. He just doesn't know.
But you're right. You're right.
So, I can remember saying I would never do this shit. And lo and behold, it was done. Because once these hooks get into you, you can lie to yourself to say, I still have a little control. But you don't.
Yeah.
And I think that it makes it difficult to admit that, because now I really have to admit utter defeat.
Yeah.
And the beauty of that is when the freedom can begin. The irony in that whole circle, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think, for me, one of my biggest issues with allowing myself to get into sobriety for real was my inability to be okay with the defeat.
Yeah.
To say, hey, man, I gave him my best shot. It didn't work out.
I'm done here.
It didn't work out. All scorecards read 0, like they say in the literature. And then I never heard anyone. Lately, we've been hearing a lot at the men's spot. You end the sentence with, but that's okay.
Hey.
It's okay. And you know what it always makes me think of? Good Will Hunting. There was a scene where Matt Damon was fucking having this problem where he couldn't get a breakthrough, and this guy, Robin fucking Williams is
He was in
just he was the therapist.
Hell.
And he's just looking at him, and he just keeps saying, that shit wasn't your fault. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, I remember that.
And then he breaks down, right? Starts bawling. And I think that I lived a lot of my life thinking, it ain't never going to be okay. Yeah. How can it be okay when I've done what I've done? And in one sense, it isn't okay. And the things that I've done to people will never be okay.
Mm-hmm.
But in the grand scheme of things, it is okay.
Yeah.
I got through it. I made amends when I could.
And continue.
And continue to do so. And remembering that, and also one of my favorite things that's written in literature is that, we have to learn to wear the world like a loose garment. I spent a lot of my life being so militant and rigid.
Right.
And you know what? When something's too rigid, it snaps.
Right.
Dude, and that is so back to that video, man. If I'm going into this, I come in, I get clean, I go to treatment, whatever, and then I'm like, peace out. Bro, how am I making that amends to people that I fucked up? And how can I accept the fact that it is okay?
Okay, so for you to make that statement, it means there's at least some humility in you. You have learned that you need that. You owe that. This guy, he don't have none of that.
He don't know shit.
He only knows that he got the reward to be clean.
Right. Mm-hmm. He's like, people got hurt, big deal. So they got hurt. It's part of the game. And I heard this one. It's over now. I don't do it anymore. I'm done. Everything's better now. I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, you know what though? I want to see when he hits a fucking brick wall in life though, and see where he's at.
How old is that?
I just saw that. It just came across my feed.
You could research that.
I'll find out
today.
I think that's a pretty new video though, to be honest with you.
I would like to know how long he's been clean.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's another thing.
Yeah. They'll show you a lot about it.
I'll tell you what, boy, I screamed from the fucking rooftops in the beginning. I didn't know what I was screaming, but I was screaming it.
Look at me, I changed, brother.
But you're right, man. I like that saying. Anybody is capable of doing anything, any given time, with the right circumstances.
That's right.
And I when you were bringing this up, I remember being in 7th grade, already drinking, doing LSD, smoking pot, and all that stuff. But I said, I'll never do cocaine.
Never.
No way, because there was a kid in senior at the high school, and he had a fucked up nose because of all the cocaine and all the shit I seen on South Main Street in Waterbury, Connecticut. I'm like, never. And then I did it.
I think I was 14.
Then I said, I'll never be like that guy, though.
I think I was 14 the first time I did coke.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Good time.
I always think about myself at 16 taking that hit, and I'm just like, damn, that poor kid, man.
He had no clue.
If I could reach back in time, I'd slap him. I know he's still gonna do it.
Yeah.
But it's just one going right upside the head, like you fucking idiot. But my dad did that shit too. It didn't do a fucking.
No.
What my topic was gonna be.
Save it.
Okay, I will save it because we are coming up on the 45.
Yeah, we're actually.
We need to have our last segment here, which is our one time bro or this one time bro, whichever you choose it to be. Matt likes this. John likes one. I like them both. Doesn't matter to me.
Heard that about you.
Yeah.
And tonight is Jonathan.
See.
What do you got, buddy? One time.
So one time, one time, I thought it was a good idea. You know, we all have these dreams of grandeur, and when I was not too heavy into, who am I kidding? I wasn't smoking crack, but I was doing a lot of I was shooting cocaine at this time. I thought,
I love when someone shoots coke and they think, hey, at least I'm not smoking crack.
I used to say it.
I don't know where I'm
heroin, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm trying to validate this. Oh, I wasn't shooting heroin yet. So, I started dating a bartender, you know, and here's my self-esteem going wild, right? Because I didn't really, you know, if you were a good person, you were attractive to me. But if everybody else, every other guy thought you were hot, then I thought you were hot, right? And I was like, and you're a bartender, so you got an A++ on this joint now, you know, so this is perfect. Free drinks. I get to like show off my ego because I'm dating a bartender. Well, it went down the tubes real fucking fast, you know, to the point where we had broken up and she switched jobs. She moved from my local bar to somewhere in Putnam Valley, and I had a wicked coke addiction now. And I think she had asked me to bring some to the bar she was working at. Now, I'm not familiar with the area. I don't know where this is. This is back before GPS was really a thing. You could print it out on MapQuest.
Remember?
Yeah.
All them papers that get there.
And they fall over and they get fucking mixed up.
Put your coffee on them.
I'm high as fuck, and I'm driving there, and I make it there. I follow directions to a T. I'm all geeked out, right? And then I get there, and I start drinking, and I start hitting the bag some more, and I get to the point where I'm, like, so fucked up, and I'm trying to be the cool guy, so I'm giving it to everybody, you know, and then I'm out. Fuck, I got to drive back home, like, 40 minutes. How am I going to do this? All fucked up. So I get in the car, and she's got to work late and, you know, close down the bar, and I'm like, all right, I'll go pick up some more while you're doing that. My MapQuest. What?
With her tips?
No, I think I still had my own money at the time. I I get in the car. Oh no, it probably was with her tips. Yeah, it's probably her tips. Because when I bought it, I used all my money. So I'm leaving. I'm leaving, and MapQuest directions are fucking destroyed. They're gone, right? I get in the car, make the call. Yeah, I'm good. All right. I got to go back home. And it's pitch black. It's, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm driving. I'm like, God, this doesn't look familiar. I don't know if this is familiar. So I had this epiphany I'm going the wrong way, which in hindsight, I was going the right way. But I drunk. I go to make a U-turn in the middle of the road. So I swing it wide and I'm making the U-turn. And as I'm making the U-turn, my high beams just graze across the reflective side of a police officer. And I'm like, fuck, dude, sure as shit. What did they do? And that's the worst feeling is like the cop pulls out. You're dirty.
Your lights aren't on yet.
Fucked up. They follow you for a little bit, give you that real sweat period. Lights go on. I pull over and I'm like, fuck.
What did you do with the shit?
I was gone, man. It was all gone. This is the kicker, man. This is how I got fucked. It was all gone, but I had the rigs under my seat, like the hypodermics.
Oh, you shot the shit.
Yeah,
Right.
so I had nothing, no actual product. They just had the rigs. He pulled me over and
Residue in the rig, though.
yeah, and he said, where are you coming from? And I'm like, not a great liar. I'm like, friend's house down the road, or, there's nothing around. It's a bar.
Park in the parking lot.
Yeah.
What's up?
And he convinces me that if I'm honest with him, everything will go better, right? So I'm like, I got a problem. I've been to rehab before. He's like, oh, tell me more. Where's the, like he's my therapist. And I'm just,
all you were missing was this.
yeah.
Tell me more, buddy.
And I'm just, blah, blah, blah. So needless to say, he took all my stuff. I got such trumped up charges for everything because I admitted to him.
You told him everything you needed.
That I had stuff, that I was under the influence, all that shit. And that's where I got my second DWI or DWAI.
Ratted on yourself.
I ratted on myself,
You're a
man.
fucking rat.
Thinking
Dummy. That's what he is. Not a rat.
everything's
Dummy.
going to be good. I can trust this guy.
Yeah.
And it turns out he was a new on the force. This was like a big bust for him, like,
Feeling it.
oh, God. He fucking roped me around.
I got 2 syringes off the street.
Dude, I had like fucking 16 in the fucking under the seat. I just use them and lose them. Use them and lose them, you know?
Yeah.
So
Wow,
that's my one
so that's a
time.
one time where you ratted on
I
yourself.
ratted myself out, brother.
I don't have none of them one times.
Yeah.
Me neither.
No fucking way.
Not even my first one where they said I was going to go to prison for a really, really long time. I had 2 joints. They're like, we got him. We got the kingpin. You
got
better
him.
tell us where you get your stuff or you're going to jail for a really long time. I'm like, for 2 joints? We're like 15. 2 joints? Honestly,
That's it.
you guys are joshing.
You guys are pulling my leg here. What the fuck?
That's funny.
Yeah, so that's when I ratted
Gotta die
myself
with the
out.
lie, buddy.
Die with
You gotta die with that lie. Buddy. Maritza hates when I say that shit because she thinks I use it in life now.
Yeah.
I don't. I love it very much. Yeah. All right, guys.
I don't think there's a deceitful bone in your body, Dino. Everything I remember when I
might
met
be.
you. I mean, it's decrepit. Yeah.
I just don't let. I work on myself.
Yeah,
I
man.
work on myself. All right, guys. Don't forget again. Like, subscribe, share, follow, love, comment. If you need help,
We got a guy.
get in touch with us. We could have a pretty good conversation, man.
Hell yeah.
You might even be able to teach us a thing or two. Merchandise. Don't forget the merchandise.
It'd be cool if you could tag us on that guy's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you?
I'll try. I don't know how
If
to
he
do it.
fucking had a comment.
Yeah.
That would be something.
Get him on the show.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So yeah, don't forget to do all that stuff. Comments, guys. I don't care what they are. Bad, good, silly, funny. Hey, how about throwing some jokes? Give us a joke.
Yeah.
I know a guy who would give us a joke. James is good for a joke every single day.
Jesus.
Rick James.
So anyway,
Sometimes.
yes, the most of the time, I'll give him an 80 out of 100. He's hitting on a pretty good chuckly joke.
I'll give
Here,
him a strong.
matter of fact,
Yeah, what do we got today?
I'll read a James joke for you.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
morning.
I'll
Give
give
us
him a strong 75.
There we go.
75% rating.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the shampoo shortage in Jamaica?
Yeah.
It's dreadful.
That joke is dreadful.
You know I'm working on myself because I chuckle at jokes like that. They're cute. I like them. Guys, again, don't forget to do all that stuff. And I think the only thing I have left to say is thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel